Hey, hi, hi. That's really bright. Sorry, guys. I always forget how bright that is. Hi. It's Thursday, which means we are reading Reddit, but I have some kind of exciting news about the other channel that I'm so excited to share with you guys. Okay, so if you were watching on the other channel last night, I kind of nerded out a little bit because Ray Mattis was not only watching but was in the chat. Ray composed the music for at least two movies that I am in, and he wrote us a theme song for our Wednesday nights, um, which I'm really excited about. It means I get to play more with the streaming software that I have so that I can figure out how to loop that in so that we actually have a theme song on Wednesday nights. So we'll need to get one for Thursdays. Any other songwriters out there watching, either live or later, need a song for here too. So, but it's Thursdays, which means that we read Reddits, and I have only read the title of the first one, but I'm so excited to share it with you guys. I can't wait to read it, and it's going to be great. And we'll get to tell this person whether or not we think they are. Sorry, just read the chat. Anywho's will be. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you have not yet, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, like this video, because I think we're going to have a lot of fun with this one. Yeah. So I have candle going. I need to get this candle going, but we're just not going to do that right now. This one I'm just getting ready for later. Yeah. So let's, oh, somebody liked it. Yay. So also, just like with the other channel, when you are here, please say hey in the chat. Karen already did because she is the best. But yeah, talk in the chat. Let's see what you guys think about this. And I'm just gonna get going. So we'll see if we can do two. We may only get through one depending on how active you guys are in the chat. But our first story tonight was just posted 6 days ago. So we'll see. I'm not sure if this is a holiday thing. But it is called, Am I the A-hole for refusing to take any blame when my mom, my sister, and my brother-in-law got high off my brownies? We live in Canada where THC is legal, so don't clutch your pearls too hard. I like getting high. No shame in it. I don't drink and I don't smoke. I get oil and I use it in my baking. See, no harm done. It's personal use. I like a little snack, just a little sneaky snack. My brownies were in my room, in my closet, under a pile of folded sweaters. So they had to go looking. Okay. The reason for that is that my mom was visiting. Normally they would just be in the pantry. Okay, so you're being very considerate of people coming over, making sure no mistakes happen. Don't eat food that isn't yours, especially if you had to hunt for them. Exactly. Exactly. If it's not in the kitchen, don't eat it. It's that simple. Okay. No, normally they would just be in the pantry. I went out with friends and I invited my mom along. She said she would visit Kathy instead. I'm assuming maybe Kathy is a sister? Maybe. Coolio, no problem with that. I went out to dinner and a movie with friends. When I got home, I found out that my mom decided to invite my sister to my house instead of going over there. The reason I know this is because they were all on my couch, not moving and barely blinking. They were also watching some Korean TV show on Netflix without subtitles. This is only odd because we are originally from Uruguay. Not much crossover in the language. I don't know that that is the only odd thing, friend. Oh, my brownie tray was also on my coffee table. I made them all drink water, threw a blanket over them, and went to sleep. This morning, they lost their shit on me that I'm irresponsible for having that around where anyone could get it, that I should have called an ambulance or something, that I ruined their virgin cannabinoidal receptors. I'll admit that this last one is what I imagine they were trying to say while still high and incoherent. I refuse to take any responsibility for this. I did nothing wrong. They are pissed. Well, again, they had no business going in your room. Oh my heavens. Yeah. So somebody commented, it was in his room, hardly out for them to have at it. Exactly. So somebody in the comment says, not the a-hole. I'm more concerned as to why they were in your room, in the closet, and under your sweaters. What were they looking for? OP says, my mom snoops when I'm at work. I'm sure she just thought I was hiding snacks. Wait, so she's visiting and snoops? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. Boundary crossing. Yeah, somebody comments to that. My mother would not be welcome in my home if she snooped. Flagrant disregard for personal boundaries and zero respect for you, your home, and your belongings. Blaming you for their behavior is beyond the pale. You need to lay it out plain. They violated your trust going through your things. They stole from you, then refused to accept accountability for their actions. They should no longer be welcome in your home if they don't apologize and take steps to make amends, including behavior changes and reimbursement for what they took. Exactly. Yeah, they totally stole from you, my friend. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody says put a lock on your bedroom door. No, you just don't get to come in my house anymore. If I can't trust you in my house, then you just don't get to be there. Full freaking stop. My heavens. I can't imagine. Well, I can. But I can't imagine just being like, oh, look, these snacks look better than anything in the kitchen. Let me just eat them. What in the heck? Oh my gosh. No, no, no. No. Okay, sorry. Let me get back to that one that I was looking at before. I'm learning how to use the Reddit. Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. My screen just went blank on one side. Let's get back there. Let's read this one because I have a teenage boy, and at one point, my girl was a teenager. So let's see. I'm going to assume this is from the point of view of a dad. Am I the a-hole for telling my teenage daughter's boyfriend that he cannot get my daughter a promise ring? My parents thought promise rings were ridiculous. What were you promising? You've got a class ring. Isn't that enough? But we'll see what they say. I have a 16-year-old, I'm assuming, well, 16 daughter, 16-year-old. She is great in so many ways. She's a straight A student and a natural leader. She brings others together and isn't afraid to share her opinions. One of my major frustrations is her relationship with her boyfriend. This is her first serious boyfriend. Yeah, 16 probably. They've been dating for a year and a half. At first, he was kind and sweet and super respectful. As time has gone on, exactly, exactly. Um, as time has gone on, I notice little one-off comments that are concerning, but I also know I cannot tell her who she can and cannot have a relationship with. So I just work to build her confidence and talk to her about making good decisions. Okay, fair enough. For example, he comes from a family where they spend a lot of money on name brand things, and my family is a bunch of thrift store shoppers. We would much rather spend our money on making memories. Okay. Also, he talks trash on his friends, and when he does, I shut down the conversation with, "What would you do if you heard that person saying those same things about you?" So, does he make fun? There were some missing something in that first paragraph. So, does he like make fun of you guys for doing store shopping? I don't know. Um, this last fall, her boyfriend had texted me about wanting to get her a promise ring for Christmas. I was stunned, but ultimately I told him no. I also explained to him that it doesn't mean that I don't like him. I just feel like 16 is too young to be making commitments that would affect the rest of your life. He did not like that, and for weeks he told my daughter how his parents had told him he shouldn't have even asked me. Mm. So he told your daughter about the ring and then asked you if he could get the ring? Or you said no, and so he felt like he needed to tell her? They're 16. I don't know. Um, he told my daughter, I want you to think about it from your own perspective and not your parents. I've talked to my daughter about it as well to see how she feels about it. And while she understands that she is young and that life could change so much, she also loves her boyfriend so very much. Edit. I should clarify my daughter does not want the promise ring, and she has previously told her boyfriend so. Also, our family incomes are pretty equivalent. However, I have tried to teach her that she doesn't always need the next newest iPhone, and that if she saves that money, she will be able to live more comfortably during hard times. This kind of goes all over the place. I am so confused. Um, so are you upset because this kid sounds a little rude? I mean, it sounds like he was just kind of bitching to her because you didn't like his idea, but I'm not sure what your red flag with this kid is. I think he just sounds like kind of a douchey 16-year-old who is whatever. And if she doesn't want the ring, then I don't understand why this is a thing. It's not like she's mad at you. He's not going to like you if you're his girlfriend's dad. And that's just the way of the world. Um, I mean, like, do you guys remember getting married on the playground in third grade? You weren't married. Okay, let's read some comments. It's not a legal contract, so I don't see it much differently from kids touching each other's pinkies to become friends or wearing friendship bracelets. Somebody says to that, exactly. In seventh grade, a guy gave me a bejeweled macaroni box with a giant candy ring in it. We were engaged for the better part of 2 weeks. I was able to recover from that and move on. Yeah, I don't understand. It seems I don't I don't know. Your daughter's a smart girl. You said that pretty clearly. She's got straight A's. She speaks her own mind. She doesn't want the ring. So I think you're just overthinking it, Dad. I think just leave it go. And yeah, I mean, if he keeps bringing it up, let her tell him she didn't want it. And if they break up, well, they break up. She'll be all right. Um, yeah. Hmm. Okay. I think you're both going to be the a-holes in that one. So, okay. This is a would I be. Would I be the a-hole if I told my girlfriend that I don't want to have dinner with her family on my birthday? Context. Oh, these kids are just babies. Okay, well, let's see if we can give them some advice then. Context. My 21 male birthday is tomorrow, and I told my girlfriend, 23 female, that I didn't want to do anything to celebrate. Oh. I've been working more than usual recently, and I'm not overly fussed about birthdays anyway. So, really, all I wanted was a quiet day in to open some presents, listen to music, play Xbox, and maybe get a takeaway or something. Oh, that sounds perfect. Sounds like a perfect birthday. And it's your birthday. You get to pick what you want to do. All right, let's see. I'm sure a lot of dudes relate. However, yesterday she came home from her parents. We are in the same county as them and briefly lived with them, so it's not rare for us to see them. Saying that she'd agreed that we would go there to have dinner on my birthday. Why would you already now did you tell her like for sure? So you say what you wanted, but did she know what you wanted for your birthday and she agreed to something different? I don't know. We'll find out. The main reasons she said yes are that her mom insisted and that her little brother, 5 male, has been talking about it being my birthday. I don't have siblings and I always wanted a brother, so we're pretty close. Because of that, alongside my mother in law's insisting, I'd feel like a dick if I said I didn't want to go. But also, they're a family of 5, including a teenager and a 5-year-old, and from a different culture to mine, who are, in the nicest way possible, very loud, passionate people, and sometimes it's pretty overwhelming. Should I just suck it up and go? Or would I be an asshole if I expressed to my girlfriend that I'm annoyed she agreed to it on my behalf? Um, so first comment says, it sounds like you have a good relationship with them and they really just want to celebrate with you. I'd go, but tell girlfriend to clear stuff like that with you first in the future. Yes, I can agree with that. They do want to celebrate you. Um, and maybe make it later in the day. You know, you don't have to get together at 9 o'clock in the morning and spend the whole day with them. They want to do just a dinner. So take a slow morning, breakfast in bed, play games, all kinds of stuff. If they're sweet and they love you, and you can just tell her, look, I would like to limit it to 2 hours. I love them and I want to see them and I so appreciate, but I would like to recharge my batteries on my birthday and see what she says. Not the asshole, but be prepared to lose a girlfriend. It's entirely possible. It really all depends on whether or not you said something to her beforehand. Because if you didn't and she didn't know what you wanted for your birthday, of course she's going to say yes to her mom. She thinks it's incredibly sweet that your mom likes you or her mom likes you enough. So somebody commented on that. Yeah, clearly they're trying to be as nice as they probably think he'll be sad just staying at home doing nothing. So the intentions are good. But then again, the road to hell and all that. Yeah. OP says, that's the thing though. I totally get that to them, it's an alien idea to not want to make a fuss about your own birthday. If I'd wanted to do something, I would have organized it between myself, my girlfriend, and my friends. But I really can't be bothered with the hassle. So The hassle? I really can't be bothered with the hassle of what? Planning it or going to her family's house where everything will be done. So I'm more than happy to just chill out. Okay, like I said, these kids are just babies, 21 and 23. So, and he just says, so I'm more than happy to just chill out, smoke a couple of joints, and just enjoy a day off from having people expecting something of me. They're not really expecting anything from you except to show up. Somebody commented to that. State your preference clearly. I suspect you will be shocked at how well this works. The way you are phrasing things here makes it seem like you really don't have any strong preferences. Yeah, somebody said he literally told his girlfriend he didn't want to do anything and she made plans anyway. Did you even read the post? He doesn't say in the post that he actually told her that that's what he wanted to do. He told us that's what he wanted to do after the fact. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I spent a pretty quiet birthday this year. Which was nice. But yeah, I think this is just a misunderstanding and they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Yeah. You may have to just suck it up for a couple hours, my dude. Just, I mean, yeah. See, people will let petty things destroy their relationships instead of talking through things that bother them. He's an a-hole for not speaking. Yes, exactly. So just thank her very much. Tell her you would be happy to go at like 6 p.m. You're just going to take the rest of the day really slow, kind of lazy, do what you want to do. Yeah, and depending, sounds like you live somewhere where you can probably smoke weed in the backyard. I don't know. Get high before you go. They're making you dinner. Work it up an appetite and then let somebody else feed you. You live in the same county, so it's not like you got to be on the road all day. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Sorry, you guys can't see what I see. It's such a huge burden of having people care about your birthday. Exactly. Oh no, people love me. Whatever will I do? Get over yourself for just a minute and let them love you. Just let them love you. Okay. So here's one that I kind of ask myself a lot, and I have to get over myself. Am I the a-hole for not keeping in touch often enough? This was just posted 3 hours ago. So there may not be a lot of comments, but we can comment because that's what we do. I'm 29 female and my friends are 28 female. We will call her Cassie, 26 female Anne, and 27 female Rachel. I grew up as a military brat. My first ever friend Cassie and I have been friends for 13 years. Wait, you had your first ever friend at 16? Okay, maybe we'll get some more context. I mean, I understand military and all, but still. We met each other because our fathers were both stationed in the same area for work. So maybe were you homeschooled before then? I'm not sure. Our dads became best friends during that time, and we sometimes got stationed together. When my father would be away, I would stay at Cassie and her family, and vice versa. We would have times we wouldn't see or talk to each other depending on where we were stationed. So I personally got very used to not being in constant contact very early on in my life. I've been able to just pick up where we left off or just completely forget about a person when I had to move to a new place. That's so rough. That's so rough. We didn't move that often, or as often as it sounds like you guys did, or most military families do. But I understand that. And that sucks. I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry you didn't have your first friend until you were 16. That makes me sad. Okay, sorry. I'm going to end up somewhere else. So let's just keep reading. Cassie and I both now work the same branch as our fathers did. So our relationship is more like sisters, and we take care of each other's children, like babysitting and family functions. My new friends, Anne and Rachel, have only been in my life for about 5 years. They are both new mothers and come to me for questions, and I have no problem with that. My issue is that they both get very upset with me for not answering messages or calls in a timely manner and get upset when we don't hang out often. Okay, so these are not military folks. How did you meet Anne and Rachel? I don't know, maybe we'll get some more context. But I'm not sure what they mean by a timely manner and don't hang out often. Do they hang out every day? Okay, sorry. Asking questions before I've read the whole thing. I'm a mother myself, and my children always come first. I don't always have time to respond or hang out, considering I work with Cassie in the military and try to spend time with my family. So my life has to be very structured and also very non-structural for the work I do. Okay. Anne and Rachel have been trying to have friends weekends with me for months, but I just haven't had the time. I told them both that I can't just leave my house and do as I wish like they do, both stay-at-home mothers. They compare my relationship with Cassie and say it's very unfair that I can't make time for her, that I can make time for her and her children, and that I'm being unkind because I don't take them as seriously, and that they feel like I'm just ignoring them when I don't answer my phone. Okay. Somebody who's 20 years older than all of you guys. This is you're doing fine. You're doing fine. I'm going to read some more before I actually judge you. But I think you're doing fine, and I think they're just a little needy. Are they on their first babies? Like, are they new mummies? I don't know. Anne has said I'm picking favorites and being unkind, just leaving us undelivered. I've tried many times explaining to them both that I take my personal time very seriously. I don't get to be home as often and choose my time wisely. I tried to explain that I'm not a very social person like they are, and that Cassie understands that because we both have the same background. Oh, and Cassie understands that because we both have the same background, so it's just easier to see her or talk to her because it doesn't feel like a chore, and I don't get angry texts from her when I don't respond because Cassie understands that I just can't always answer. Why are they being so mean? I don't understand. This made both Anne and Rachel very upset to the point they started calling me and leaving voicemail saying they don't want to be my friend if I can't respond in a timely manner. Hold on. How old are they? 26 and 27. 20-something-year-olds are immature most of the time. Yeah, but 26 and 27, I don't know. That's just a couple years older than our girls. And I don't know. Um, I don't think I can keep up these relationships if they can't see that I'm not doing these things on purpose. They already said they don't want to be your friend. Walk away, block your numbers. It's fine. Tell them you're sorry that you don't have more time, but this is just life right now. And yeah, this is just life right now. Let's see what the comments say. You sure they're in their 20s and mothers? They're acting like jealous high school girls. Not the a-hole. Your family comes first, period. Young people today get so bent out of shape when they think their friends make time for people, but not for them. Yeah. Everybody has something going on. Everybody does. And if I don't get to you right away, it's not about you. You haven't done anything wrong. I'm not mad at you. I'm going to be real honest. I saw it, but I probably saw it in my notifications. I probably didn't even open the whole thing because sometimes I just can't. And it's not you. Sometimes I can't with like anybody. I had that this week. I was just like, no, there are 2 people that can call me today that I will talk to. Beyond that, my phone is, and I don't even want to look at it. I just don't. It's a bad day. But I didn't take it out on anybody because I didn't answer my phone and get crappy with them. So, I mean, they need to understand that, I don't know. And OP says, indeed, they are adults. I've never encountered anything like this before. Yeah, I don't think you need to be friends with them. Are they military wives too? And so they're new on base and just lonely. There's like a whole lot of context that we are missing. Yeah. So, no, you're not the a-hole. Sounds like they're just being douchey for the sake of being douchey. Yeah. We'll find one more. Okay, so given Saturday is Valentine's Day, we'll read one. Valentine's Day gift gone wrong. Am I the a-hole? So I guess it's not Valentine's Day yet, but I, female, decided that due to being out of the house all weekend, not Valentine's Day related, I would get my partner, male, some flowers delivered express so that he had something ahead of the day. They arrived super late this evening. They were boxed up, and he said something arrived for me. I proceeded to tell him that they weren't for me, but him. He didn't open them nor inquire anymore, just left the box on the table while we watched a film. Wait, so he didn't want to just like open a present? I especially if I know you got it for me. You basically told me you got it for me. I'm going to open it. I'm just going to open it. The film ends and he packs up the evening, lights off, etc., and leaves the box. I decide I better just take the flowers out and sort them so that they don't go to waste. They won't last overnight without water, and they weren't cheap. Does he know? Like, does it say, is it like 1-800-Flowers on the side? As I'm doing this, he says, "What are they for?" I remind him it's Valentine's Day soon. It's impossible to miss, and friends mentioned they gave gifts already this week. He asked why I'm giving them now. I told him we won't be home over the weekend, so won't be in to receive them. He said, "Why haven't you hidden them and given them to me on the day? Aren't I supposed to surprise him?" "Because they're flowers." I batted off again. They won't last without being in water. He gives the card that's on the side for him back to me, doesn't look at it, and doesn't say thank you, even in the slightest. In fact, I'm left thinking I've done something wrong here. Maybe he feels guilty that he has absolutely nothing planned for me. It's not about the flowers, but I'm starting to see this type of behavior. But I'm so deep into it, I'm wondering if maybe I am the a-hole. First comment, not the a-hole. Does he like you? Next one, not the a-hole. Does he enjoy flowers? Now, maybe he doesn't. I'm still not sure why flowers, though. Unless, like, did you guys say no gifts? No, he's an a-hole. That's just rude of him. Exactly. Like, yeah, this guy, I don't know what you're doing for where you're going to be Valentine's weekend. And it doesn't look like OP has responded to any comments. Not the a-hole. You planned ahead. You knew you'd be busy, so you put the effort in early. Does he like flowers, though? It's an odd gift to give a guy otherwise. It really kind of is. Like, have you given him flowers before? Not the a-hole. How long have you been together? Does he react like this every time he's given a gift? That's a good question. Does he just have a problem like receiving gifts? Because some people get really uncomfortable with it. He seems disconnected based on this limited information. Like you're giving him something nice to say he's special. I don't know what your relationship is like on the normal, but is he always cold? It's as simple as thank you. It really is as simple as thank you. So yeah, everybody is saying somebody says what I do for some big flowers. I get my wife flowers monthly, but I think I got them too many times in a row. She stopped being surprised. And that's okay. She doesn't have to be surprised every time. I mean, it really is the thought. If she likes flowers, you get them for her once a month. If you want to surprise her, get her a different kind of bouquet. Make it seasonal. I don't know. I don't know, guys. These were some kind of lightweight ones. Let me know what other subs you guys want to get into. I think we may do some more petty revenge next week. That sounds good to me. So I'm going to wrap this up. I'll be on the Coven at 9:00. If you guys want to check that out, it is the Cozy Coven. You can find it on YouTube. Yeah. So I will see you guys next week. And yeah, this is my new background. It's usually for Wednesdays, but I forgot to change it. So do you guys like it? It's the Raven. It's the whole poem written out. It's so cool. Anyway, it was a birthday present. But I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see you so soon. It's going to feel like, bye. Happy Valentine's Day. Bye.